So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. What's the YouTube down here from Z4 Games? And I've had quite a lot of requests for this one. And this is an updated Darklord deck profile. And this is not pure Darklords, but this isn't the Lair version. This is Darklords with a very, very small Orcus PK engine, purely because in this current format right now, that engine is so splashable. And in a deck like this, where it does not rely on its normal summon heavily, it can get 2 monsters on the board with different names very, very easily, if not 3 dark monsters. So you could skip and go straight into Rusty. It also has great OTK potential and a lot of disruptive plays as well. And on top of that, it can run the viruses too. So I'm going to take you through this profile, show you exactly what we've got. If you do have any questions, put them in the comments down below. And then I'll do a quick kind of combo towards the end, or I'll do it on a different video. I'll do a combo and a couple of test downs just to show you how this deck operates. So without further ado, cracking straight into the deck, we start off with triple Darklord YUGIOH. This is quite straightforward. The most important Darklord card in the entire deck. Discard this card and another Darklord card, draw 2 cards. Then during either player's turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, target 1 Darklord spell or trap card in your graveyard, apply that target's effect, then shuffle that card into the deck. You can only special summon YUGIOH once per turn, and you can only use the effect of Darklord YUGIOH once per turn. So this is what you got to remember: is all the more recent Darklords share that exact same effect. Then we've got triple Darklord Superbia. Now this is part of the combo with Darklord YUGIOH. You dig to get your banishment, not banishment, sorry, your banishment or contact. Activate contact, bring back YUGIOH, and then YUGIOH will revive Superbia, and then just kind of off you go with that one. So the best thing about this, sorry, done the wrong way around. You would summon Superbia off of contact, bring back YUGIOH, and then YUGIOH could pay 1,000 to spin the contact back, and then you can bring back another Darklord. So straight away, from 1,000 life points, you've kind of gone back into a board of 3 dark monsters. So you can extend your plays quite easily, even without having to use the boots combo, or the cloak combo, sorry, to get you into a Dingrisu as well at the end. Then we've got triple Darklord Nasten. This one is discard 2 other Darklord cards. Remember this mine is cards as well, so you can send your contacts, you can send your banishments, you can send your traps that you play as well, your rebellion, your sanctified, and your enchantment as well. So you send 2 of those to the graveyard, special summon this card, and then again you pay 1,000 life points, spin the spell of trap pack back to the deck, and then you get to activate its effect. We've then got double Darklord Zerato. This one is, you very rarely, if you have 4 or more dark monsters with different names in your graveyard, you tribute summon this monster by tributing 1 dark monster. It's very rare that you use that effect. It's more you send 1 dark monster from your hand to the graveyard, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. So if you wanted to, and you could get this guy on board with your YUGIOH, use this effect to send, maybe if you've opened up part of your Orcus combo and you don't actually need it in hand, you can send part of your Orcus combo, send it to the graveyard, and then nuke your opponent's board, and then build your board up from there. We've then got the 1 Darklord Undusk. Again, this is just to, so this one you discard this card and add 1 Darklord card, then target a Darklord card in your graveyard and add it to your hand, so it lets you recycle your YUGIOHs and stuff like that. And then it shares the same effect of paying 1,000 life points, spin back one of your spells and traps, or Darklord spell and trap, and then activate its effects. For the normal summon, I've got with triple Lilith, because we do play the viruses, we do play all the Darklord traps are normal traps as well. So you've got your trap tricks, your eradicators, all your Darklords kind of trap cards. So pretty much all your trap cards in your deck are relatively searchable. Then for the Orcus cards, obviously we want to keep these nice and low. So you've got the 1 Skeleton, the 1 Harp, or the 1 Nightmare. And then for the Phantom Knights, you've got the 1 Boots, 1 Cloak and 1 Boots. Then onto the spells, we've got triple Banishment of Darklord. This is your Searcher. Now, where it says you can only activate 1 Banishment, when you're spinning these cards back into the decks, it's the same for all of the Darklord spells and traps. When you're spinning them back into the deck, you're not activating the card, you're using the effect. So you can actually activate Banishment, then spin it back in the exact same turn and use its effect. What you got to remember is with the 1,000 life points, they are quick effects on the Darklord, so you you can use them during your opponent's turn as well. Obviously, the downside is you are going to be paying a heck of a lot of life points, so you've got to be very, very careful when doing so. Of course, triple Darklord contact. This is special on one Darklord monster from your graveyard in defense position, only activate it once per turn. So this is kind of like your monster reborn of the deck, but if you bring back Superbia, you're bringing back another one as well. Then we've got the one Monster Reborn and the one Reasoning, because it's not the end of the world if you mill your Darklord spells, your Darklord traps, and you play loads of different levels. You've got 10s, 8s, 7s, 3s, 4s, I think that's it. But you've got quite a lot, a nice little range there. And then for the traps, we've got triple Trap Trick. Apologies for the other sleeves, they are in another deck that I profile as well, so it was just quicker to do it this way. Triple Trap Trick, like I said, it could technically search you out any of your Darklord cards, but ideally what you want it to do is you want to banish an Eradicator off of it, set the Eradicator, use the Eradicator with your YUGIOH, which is very, very easy to get onto the board, and then straight away you've caused your opponent a lot of issues. You shouldn't need to go into two of the Eradicators. It does cause an issue if you open up one of the Eradicators, but then as long as you've got the YUGIOH combo on board, that's it, that's all you need. You play that, you rip your opponent from all their spells or traps. 9 out of 10 in this day and age, it probably will be spells. Cause your opponent a lot of issues that way. And then off you go. Then for the Darklord traps, you've got the one Rebellion. So you send a Darklord monster from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard, destroy one card. Again, with the traps, that's paying the cost, the technical cost of activating the card. So when you actually activate the effect, you don't need to do that. You just spin this back into your deck and then you activate its effect, not pay its cost. So your cost is the 1,000 life points. So you just get to send a monster for nothing, or for 1,000 life points basically. The Sanctified Darklords, so you send one Darklord monster from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard, negate the effects of one effect monster on the field to the end of this turn. And if you do, gain life points equal to its attack. So again, this is very, very good that if you have this set, during your opponent's turn, they normal summon a monster, you activate this, send a Darklord card to then negate the effect. And then as long as you've got like YUGIOH or any of the other newer Darklords, you can then pay 1,000, spin this back and negate another one. So you have 2 negates from one card. One Darklord enchantment, again, this is just basically a snatch steal. You ideally want these engraved, which is why you kind of want to mill them or send them to the graveyard as well. And then of course you've got the 2 Fog Blades and the 1 Crescendo, because if you can set this up first turn, which you can quite easily with a deck like this, your opponent is going to seriously struggle to get past you. Even with a Twin Twister, as long as you leave your Galatea on board, you're going to crescendo that. The only thing we don't have in the main deck is Babel, because I kind of see that I'd rather have the counter trap set than trying to get into my Dingrisu to pop and send a card, because I've got my Darklords that are going to do that for me with the spells and traps. So I'd rather have the crescendo set and be safe than trying to set the field spell during my opponent's turn. So for the extra deck, we'll go through the XYZs first. For your rank 8, you've got your one number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Alongside that, we do have the Ozzy, the Sylvian High Protector, and the Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord Heliopolis. Now Heliopolis is actually very, very good. So you detach one material from this card, tribute any number of monsters from your hand and or your side of the field, then destroy an equal number of cards on the field. So this actually allows you to get any of your dead cards, like your Orcus, into the graveyard to then destroy cards on your opponent's side of the field, and then you can start using the Orcus cards to flood out your board if you need to. Rare that you need to, but it's just another option there for you. Rank 10s, of course, we've got the Gustav Max in time. This can be a massive winner. If you're able to either just pay 1,000 life points or not pay any life points at all, bring out your YUGIOH. If you're able to get 2 YUGIOHs on board, you rank these over into Gustav Max, and then straight away Gustav Max burn for 2k. And if you have a chance to go into the battle phase, you use your one Rail Cannon Juggernaut Libiel. This is going to, pretty much finish your opponent off. Then on to the Link monsters. Of course, we've got the last XYZ that I don't actually have. I couldn't find my copy, is the Dingrisu. That does give you an option, but it's probably more of a side option. Or, of course, you put in the Babel into the main deck. That's kind of what makes it as effective. So that's entirely up to you on how you want to rely on that, or if you do or not. Then for the Link monsters, we've got the one Nightmare Phoenix, the one Nightmare Cerberus, and of course the one Nightmare Unicorn, alongside your one Nightmare Mermaid. Then, of course, we've got the one Beat Cop from the Underworld, so it's 2 monsters, which is great. And if it's going to be linked someone with 2 dark monsters, which 9 times out of 10 it will do, you can tribute 1 monster, then target 1 face-up card on the field, place 1 patrol counter on it. Again, this is a little bit better if you put the lair engine in, so if you wanted to put the lair in as a side decker option as well, it gives it a bit more versatility, but you can still be able to protect some of your cards, so if you do want to go for your Ixchel plays, you can protect her as well and go from there. And then of course you've got the one Galatea and the one Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche, and then to finish it off, you got your Boral Sword and your Borreload and your Boral Sword, just for your power plays to finish the game off. You can easily get quite a few Darklords on the board, like I showed you. I mean, straight away, if you do Contact, bring back Ixchel, bring back Superbia, Superbia brings back Ixchel, Ixchel spins back the spell, brings out your any Darklords from the graveyard. That's 3 monsters on the board already. And then if you get your normal summon, or if you've got get the correct name for it. Where are you? If you've got your Nasten in hand, you can then special summon your Nasten and you just go from there. So that gives you an option just from 1 turn anyway. So that's it for the deck profile. It's quite fun and it is quite powerful when it goes off, but the issue that Darklords have and always will do at this moment in time is because they rely on special summoning so much, and it's not just a 1-card special summon, they can brick, and that is why they do share the nickname of Bricklords, because they can savagely brick you. They're still an incredibly fun deck to play. The artwork is absolutely stunning. I mean, one of my most favourite cards in the entire game is Morningstar, purely because the artwork is amazing, and its effect is pretty cool as well. So let's see if I can find it for you now. I mean, apart from that, you know, like I said, Darklord is just a fun deck that I love to play. So there you go, there's Morningstar. Absolutely love the artwork on that, completely stunning. You know, and it's definitely a fun deck to play and build and, you know, have a bit of fun with. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and as always, guys, happy dueling. What's up, YouTube? Dan here from Zephyr Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always guys, happy dueling.